What's up guys, so today I'm going to teach you exactly how to prospect properly for your link building outreach. Now, when it comes to prospecting, this isn't the most glamorous or rock and roll job in the world, but at the same time, if you get your prospecting right, then you'll get much higher quality links, which means that you'll get much better results with SEO. So prospecting is so crucial for your link building outreach campaign, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video today. So first of all, we're going to start off on ahrefs.com and we're going to find a blog to scrape, right? So we've got this example here, and we're going to check their backlink profile, because once we've got the backlink profile, we can then scrape everyone who linked to this page. And if we're link building, we can reach out to them and say, hey, would you consider linking to us too? You know, you link to our competitor, and go from there. So you can go to the backlink section over here, and once that loads, you're going to see something like this. Now, you want to filter this list down first of all, because there's going to be loads of duplicates on here. You've got 50,000 similar links, but actually if you do one link per domain and you cut out the duplicates, then that figure is going to be much lower. In fact, it goes from 50,000 to 14,486. And then also, when you're prospecting, you really want to find do follow links only, because if you're reaching out to websites to give out no follow links only, then those links aren't really that valuable. It's not really worth your time doing the outreach, and therefore you should filter just to do follow links only. Now, what you can also do is you can filter by platform, by language, by traffic. And in fact, if you really want to be strict on the quality of websites you're getting links from, then you could actually filter the traffic down here. So if we go to 100 minimum traffic, for example, click apply, then that figure is going to drop significantly from 12,000 to 200 do follow domains. But if you only want high quality websites that actually get traffic, then this is a very quick way of filtering it down. However, if you don't want to do that, X off it here, and then we can export this sheet just like this. Now, if you want the full export, you can click here, but just for the example of this video, we're going to do a quick export. And once that's downloaded, I can take that sheet and upload it to Google Sheets. So on Google Sheets, go to File, Import, Upload, grab the spreadsheet you just downloaded, and this will import everyone who's linked to your competitor. So you can go through the prospect list before you outreach to them and filter down the websites that are high quality and get rid of the crap. So one way to do this is to filter by domain rating. So if you go to Data, Sort Range, and then sort by domain rating, what you might want to do is remove any sites that have a very low domain rating. Because, you know, if you're like a domain rating 50 website, then getting links from, you know, DR5s and DR10s isn't really going to move the needle that much. So you can delete them like this, and then you're left with high domain rating websites. Now, what you could also do is scroll down the list and just make sure that the links you're getting are from relevant sites, right? So if we look at the referring pages here and we look at the URL, some of these aren't going to be that relevant, right? So like you can see a few home pages here. Now you might want to get rid of the home pages because most people aren't going to link to you from the home page. And in fact, if you reach out to home pages only, trying to get links from them, most of the time they're going to say no. And when it comes to link building outreach, you only get one shot, you only get one opportunity, right? So you might as well save these prospects for another time when you can find a more relevant page to outreach to them about. Let's get rid of some of these home pages, and there you go. Now what you would normally do is go through the whole list and then get rid of all the home pages just like that. Another thing to be aware of is that if you look at the referring page like this, some of these websites aren't going to be in English. And if you're reaching out about a page that's in English to a foreign website, chances are they're not going to understand you. Like Good Leads Vietnam, they're probably not going to understand you, so they're probably not going to link to you either. So probably want to get rid of those too. So any sort of websites that aren't in your language, you can just get rid of like this. Add ones in Spanish. And you can go through the whole list and filter out any sites that are in a foreign language. And that will save you a lot of time too. Now, one thing to be really careful of is in this list, there's going to be some sites that are a little bit dodgy. You know, maybe they're gambling sites or casinos, and just by spam or by chance, they've linked to the prospect you were scraping, right? So you want to filter out anything that looks irrelevant. Now, in this example, there may not be any irrelevant stuff, but what you can do is if you press Control and F and find in sheet, you can type in a few keywords and just filter out anything that looks dodgy. So you can see here, for example, we've typed in casino, and that's a prospect about casinos. So to be honest, you probably want to remove them from your prospect list because casino links are not good for your site. You don't want to be associated with them in your backlink profile, and therefore they're not worth reaching out to. So delete those too. So what you can do is create like a list of keywords or sanity checks you can make and find before you finalize your prospect sheet. Now, another thing that you want to do is scroll through the referring page title and make sure that the sites you're reaching out to are actually related to the piece of content you're going to be promoting and building links to. So you scroll through, most of these pages about SEO, which is good. Okay, so it's all looking good so far. But let's say you're promoting a page that's about link building SEO, or about on-page SEO. Maybe reaching out to a page that's talking about local SEO may not be relevant to you. So you can delete those sort of pages too. And basically what you want to end up with is a very relevant list of high quality sites that you actually want links from, because there's no point reaching out to sites you don't want links from. You have to filter them out somehow, and it's better for your backlink profile if you stick to high quality sites. Now, another thing that you can do if you really want to go into some granular detail on your prospects is you can check out the site itself, and you can make sure it's a real site and not one that, spam or designed just to sell backlinks, that sort of thing. So scroll through the content, have a read of it, check if it's good quality. Like you can see, this is a decent quality page. It's got a lot of content. It's unique. It's nicely designed. This isn't just a page that's been created as spam or for backlinks. So this is probably a site you want to reach out to. Now, what you can also do is take the site's domain and just make sure that it's actually getting some traffic, because if the site isn't getting traffic, then the chances are Google doesn't like it. And if Google doesn't like that page, then you probably don't want to link from it either, right? So what you can do is load that domain into Ahrefs like this. And first of all, you can check out its organic traffic. So this site is getting 2,700 organic visitors per month, which is decent. And also you want to look at its history, right? So you can go into organic search and you can see, right, is this website's organic traffic on the right path, and has it taken a penalty at some point, right? So you can see it's dropped a little bit here, but that's kind of normal, but overall, since 2016, the amount of traffic for this site is gradually increasing exponentially. So that's a good sign. Also, if we look at the backlink profile, you just want to make sure this site isn't doing anything unnatural. So you can see like the number of referring domains here is gradually increasing over time, which looks kind of natural. But if you saw like a sudden spike from the 29th of September to the 3rd of October, and it built like 100 links in one day, then that looks very unnatural. And you probably wouldn't want to be associated with that sort of site too. So avoid any sites that are doing unnatural link building methods for their website too, because chances are it's going to receive a penalty at some point, and therefore you don't want to get links from that sort of website. So thanks for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash a like on it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because my link building videos will help you boost the number of links to your site. It will help you grow your traffic, boost your rankings. So my channel is definitely designed for you if you're interested in link building. Also, I have a few playlists here that you might want to check out. Now, when it comes to link building prospecting, it takes time, but it's 100% worth it in terms of results. So, the more care you put into your prospecting, the better the results you're going to get. Now, if you have any questions about link building prospecting or how to do outreach, then let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have.